What's happening, guys? This is Mike, Mike's Little Dragon channel, and I thought tonight we would take a look at one of the most highly recommended Batman stories, Batman the Killing Joke, by Alan Moore and Brian Boland. This is definitely one of the must-reads for Batman whenever you see a list of, you know, essential Batman stories. This is always up there, along with Frank Miller's Year One, Dark Knight Returns. This book here, as we see, we'll open it up, came out in 1988. And this book, along with Grant Morrison's Arkham Asylum, is one of the books that came along at the time of the first live-action Michael Keaton Batman movie. And it definitely is one of those ones that, you would see newspaper articles saying comic books, they're not just for kids anymore. And they would have a picture of this Batman the Killing Joke, or they would have Grant Morrison's Arkham Asylum book. So it was definitely one that was very, it had a lot of brutal, disturbing content, for 1988. Batman fans were not used to that type of content, getting that type of content in a comic book in 1988, and most comic book fans weren't either. So a lot of the stuff that Alan Moore puts in here, and a lot of the stuff that Brian Boland draws and portrays, was pretty shocking at the time. So we'll go ahead and get started and throw it right on open. This is a 10th printing, so that goes to show you just how popular this book is. You got a one shot and it goes back for 10 printings. That's really unprecedented. That really speaks a lot to its popularity. So we open up, and Brian Boland, he is an artist. He frequently uses these 9-panel grids, and one of the best things about these grids is it conveys a lot of movement. You can see the Batmobile pulling up, parking, exiting, walking to the front. Jim Gordon hands his cup of coffee. So it's almost like a movie in which you have a scene. That's really the feel that it gives. So Batman pulls up on Arkham, meets Jim Gordon there. They go to the sale here for the Joker. And then this is where the story really starts to take place. And then we have a little blurb right here. There were these two guys in a lunatic asylum, and we piggyback on this later towards the end. So Batman walks into the Joker cell. The Joker's dealing cards, playing solitaire. Hello, I came to talk. I've been thinking lately about you and me, about what's going to happen to us in the end. We're going to kill each other, aren't we? Perhaps you'll kill me, perhaps I'll kill you. Perhaps sooner, perhaps later. I just wanted to know that I'd made a genuine attempt to talk things over and avert that outcome. Just once. Are you listening to me? It's life and death that I'm discussing here. Maybe my death, maybe yours. I don't fully understand why ours should be such a fatal relationship, but I don't want your murder on my hands. So we see here, Batman has come to Arkham to talk to Joker, and when he grabs Joker's hands, he pulls his gloved hand back. There's white paint residue on there. Hey, wait a minute, don't. You touched me? I got rights. You're not allowed to touch me. Where is he? Oh, God. Oh, no. Do you realize? Do you realize what you've set free? Where is he? Get him off of me. Dear God, he's gone berserk. Open that door, man. Okay, that's enough. You know the laws regarding mistreatment of inmates as well as I do. If you harm one hair on his head, and then this is, he actually hands um, Gordon this wig, this toupee that this guy's got on. It's green. Commissioner, if you're concerned about it, it's yours. Take care of it. Now you whimpering little smear of slime. I'm going to ask you politely just one more time. Where is he? Ah, there you are. Have you had a chance to inspect the property and decide if it's what you're looking for? Well, it's garish, ugly, and derelicts have used it for a toilet. The rides are dilapidated to the point of being lethal and can easily maim or kill innocent little children. So you don't like it? Don't like it? I'm crazy for it. You really want to buy it? And the price I mentioned, it isn't too steep? Too steep, my dear sir. As I'm looking at it, I'm making a killing, and money isn't really a problem. Not these days. So really, what one of the big hook for this book is, this is supposed to tell us the Joker's origin. This book came out in 1988. The Joker first appeared in, was it the 30s or something like that? And no one knew what his origin was. He appeared in the 30s or 40s or whatever it was. Nobody knew what his origin was. And this is what it was going to tell us. So now we have this flashback. Well, how did it go? Did they like your act? Well, they said they might call me. I don't know. I got nervous and messed up the punchline. What do you mean, oh? I didn't mean anything. Yes, you did, the way you said it. Oh, like that. Jesus, all I said was, you said oh as in oh. So you didn't get a job? As in oh. So how are we going to feed the baby? You think I'm not worried about that? You think you care? You think I don't care? That it's all a big joke to me or something? Geez, I have to go. I have to go and stand up there. And nobody laughs. And you think, oh God, I'm sorry. Oh baby. I don't mean to take it out on you. You're suffering enough being married to a loser. Honey, that's not, it's true I can't support you. Oh, Jenny, what are we going to do? It'll be okay. Junior won't be here for another 3 months, and I think Miss Burkess will let the rent go a little longer. She feels sorry for me. Well, she hates me. She comes out into the hallway to scowl at me every time I go upstairs. This house stinks of cat litter and old people. I've got to get you out of here before the baby comes. I just want enough money to get set up in a decent neighborhood. There are girls on the street who earn that in a weekend without having to tell a single joke. Honey, don't worry about any of it. I still love you, Job or no job, you're good in the sack and you know how to make me laugh. So we see Joker's life before he became a Joker is pretty shitty. He's not a very effective provider for his wife and their baby do. I'm positive you won't regret this. I'm positive you won't regret this. Purchase this place isn't that... I'm sorry, I can't read. I'm positive you won't regret this purchase. This place isn't that dilapidated. Some of these rides are still pretty sturdy. Really, this could be one hell of a carnival. Oh, you're so right. Thanks to your smooth salesmanship and your silver tongue, you've completely sold me on the place. Let's shake on it. Well, sure, it's my privilege. Indeed it is. Naturally, I won't be paying you anything. My colleagues persuaded your partner to sign the necessary documents just over an hour ago. The property's mine already. You're happy with that, I take it. I can see that you are. I'm so glad. When you see the improvements I have planned for this place, I guarantee you'll be absolutely speechless. And incidentally, that's a lifetime guarantee. Well, I must dash. There's equipment to hire, plus workers who'll suit the general tone of the establishment, then of course I've yet to secure my main attraction. Do feel free to stick around. So you see that Joker has hit this guy right here with some sort of poison, and he's just rigor mortis has already set in, and he's already dead and drooling. Now we're back in the Bat Cave, and Batman pulls up everything he knows about the Joker on the Bat computer. And we see different variations of the Joker. We see like the original Joker from like the 50s or whatever, and then we see the clown Prince of Crime version that Neil Adams and was in the Superpowers cartoon with the top hat, that version with the big chin. So it's kind of like a little bit of a timeline of different way artists have drawn the Joker. And this is a really cool Easter egg right here. Batman has a picture of his the Bat family here on his desk, and he's got Batmite up in the corner right there. And Alfred comes down. Your refreshment, sir. Master Bruce, is there anything further I can assist with, or will that be all? No, that's all. I've been trying to figure out what he intends to do. It's almost impossible. I don't know him, Alfred. All these years, and I don't know who he is any more than he knows who I am. How can two people hate so much without knowing each other? I hate this. Whenever we jail him, I think, please God, keep him there. Then he escapes, and we all sit around hoping he won't do anything too awful this time. I hate it. Dad, just once, could you leave your work at the office and relax? I made you cocoa. Thank you, sweetheart. I'll drink it when I've pasted this latest clipping in. You know, I found that Catwoman scrapbook you said you were missing. It was behind the wardrobe. Someday you ought to let me work on a proper filing system like we used at the library. Look, you use too much paste. It's all squidging under the edges of the clipping. You're going to get it on your pants. Barbara, you're fussier than your mother was. Was that the door? Yeah, it'll be Colleen from across the street. Tonight's our yoga class. Come on, Dad. Company, put your scrapbooks away. Heh, honey, look at this one. First time they met. Now, what year was that? Well, I remember you describing the white face and green hair to me when I was a kid. It scared the hell out of me. I thought you'd be interested. Yeah, well, I had some nightmares. And then we see here one of the news clippings is the infamous cover of the first Batman, him swinging with the crook. Now this next page right here, this is just iconic stuff. Barbara Gordon opens the door, and the Joker just fires and puts a bullet right through her gut. And like I said, one of the things about Brian Boland is it's such clean work. It's so very detailed. It's not overtly flashy. It's just so solid and so crisp that it's almost like cinematic or something. It very much, when you look at Brian Boland's work, it really puts you in the feel of like you're watching a movie or something. The way he tells the story with the panels, and you would think, oh God, just panel after panel after panel. But when you look at it, it really moves the action. Barb, please don't worry. It's a psychological complaint common among ex-librarians. You see, she thinks she's a coffee table edition. Mind you, I can't say much for this volume's condition. I mean, there's a hole in the jacket and the spine seems to be damaged. You scum my daughter aisle. Frankly, she won't be walking off the shelves in that state of repair. In fact, the idea of her walking anywhere seems increasingly remote. But then, that's always a problem with softbacks. God, these literary discussions are so dry when you finish with the old boy. You know where to take him. And please do be careful. After all, he is topping the bill. You know, it's such a shame you'll miss your father's debut, Miss Gordon. Sadly, our venue wasn't built with the disabled in mind. But don't worry, I'll take some snapshots to remind him of you. Why are you doing this? To prove a point. Here's to crime. So we see the back. See, we see Joker pulled his camera out, and he's reached towards Barbara, her shirt here, and it looks like he's beginning to unbutton her shirt. And we see right here, actually, we see that he has, because we see him grabbing and pulling cloth right here. So Brian Bolin is telling us everything that's going on, but he's not being very over the top with it. You see, I have to prove myself as a husband and as a father. I mean, I wouldn't be doing this sort of thing if it wasn't something important. It's like, began as a lab assistant, right? Was a good job, real good job. So what did I do? I quit to become a comedian. I was so sure I had talent. But well, look at me. I guess my talents didn't lie in that direction. So you see, like, if I just do this one big crime, hey, geez, man, be cool. I'm sorry. I don't usually drink lunchtimes. It's just, if you're sure we can get away with this thing and know that nobody will know I was involved, don't worry, friend. We'll take care of you. We need your help getting through that chemical plant where you worked to the playing card company next door. We really appreciate your expertise. So, like, to absolutely guarantee nobody connects you with the robbery, you'll be wearing this, which is the original Red Hood. It's so weird that they have a chemical factory and then they have a playing card company next door. Like, it feels like it's so strange that those two businesses would not be near each other. Wearing that, but there's no eye slits. I won't be able to see. There's these lenses of two-way mirror glass set into it. Pretty smart stuff, right? I don't know, that mask. Isn't it the one that Red Hood guy wears who raided that ice company last month? Smarten up. There ain't no Red Hood. There's just a bunch of guys in a mask. So it doesn't matter who's under the hood. We just sort of let the most valued members of the mob wear it for anonymity. Yeah, the most valued member. That's you, man. So you see this guy right here. He's like laughing at him. He's here. He. This guy hears. He's overhearing the conversation, and he knows that they're playing Joker. Oh, look, really, I don't know. That chemical plant's so grim and ugly. That's probably why I quit. Yeah, but you said there's minimal security. Listen, you want to raise your kid in poverty? No, of course not. You're right. I mean, it's just this once. Then I can switch neighborhoods and start a proper life. That's the attitude. So next Friday night at 11? Sure, why not? If Friday it is. And then starting from Saturday morning, I'll be rich. I can't imagine it. My life's going to be completely changed. Nothing's going to be the same. Not ever again. The bullet went through her spine. I'm afraid her legs are completely useless. Putting it bluntly, she may well be in a chair for the remainder of her life. Some woman in some yoga class, some woman in her same yoga class as Miss Gordon found her, name of Colleen Reese. She found the victim in a state of undress, but otherwise the place was empty. The commissioner was undressed. They didn't tell you? He removed her clothing after shooting her. We found a lens cap on the floor that didn't fit any camera in the place. We believe that he took some pictures of her. Look, really, I'm sorry. I thought you knew. It's pretty sick, ain't it? Yeah, it's pretty sick. Leave us alone for a moment. Barbara, can you hear me? It's me. It's Bruce. Bruce? It was him. He took Dad. Oh, God. I remember. Oh, Bruce, what he did. Barbara, take it easy. It's okay. No, it's not okay. He's taking it to the limit this time. You didn't see his eyes. He said he wanted to prove a point. Said Dad was the top of the bill. What's he doing to him, Bruce? What's he doing to my father? So this, before this issue came out, the Joker was, obviously he was crazy and he was a villain, but he was not deranged. like this. You know, he was a bank robber. He used Joker gas and gags and everything to take out people for money or what have you. Typical stuff. He was very much like the Joker on the Batman the animated series cartoon. That kind of level of crime and stuff and capers and schemes. But this is the first time he was really portrayed as being, psychotic and deranged and depraved or whatever you want to call it. And you could see that in Barbara's eyes right here. Look at her expression. It's just, she just can't believe everything that's happened. So now we've got Commissioner Gordon. He wakes up surrounded by these midgets. What are you doing? You can't do that. Stop. Oh, no, don't do this. I won't. They have a taser and they're zapping him. Please, what is this? Where are you taking me? Oh dear God. Am I dreaming? Am I dreaming this? What happened? I was sitting in my... What? Somebody please tell me what I'm doing here. Doing? You're doing what any sane man in your appalling circumstances would do. You're going mad. I remember. Remember? Oh, I wouldn't do that. Remembering's dangerous. Remembering's dangerous. I find the past such a worrying and anxious place. The past tense, I suppose you'd call it. Memory's so treacherous. 1 minute you're lost in a carnival of delights with poignant childhood aromas, the flashing neon of puberty, all that sentimental candy floss. The next it leads you somewhere you don't want to go. Somewhere dark and cold, filled with the damp, ambiguous shapes of things you'd hope were forgotten. Memories can be vile, repulsive, little brutes like children, I suppose. And he's stripped Jim Gordon down to buck naked in an attempt to break him mentally. But can we leave without them? Memories are what our reason is, based upon if we can't face them, we deny reason itself. Although, why not? We aren't contractually tied down to rationality. There is no sanity clause. So when you find yourself locked onto an unpleasant train of thought heading for the places in your past where the screaming is unbearable, remember there's always madness. Madness is the emergency exit. You can just step outside and close the door on all those dreadful things that happened. You can lock them away forever. So everything's settled for tonight? You're still going through with it? Well, of course, I'd be crazy to back out now. I mean, the worst part, lying to Jeannie, that's over. She thinks I have a club engagement tonight. No reason why she shouldn't keep right on thinking that. Yeah, man, no reason at all. Listen, tonight wear a suit and bow tie. It's kind of a trademark with the Red Hood business. Of course, that's what Jeannie will expect me to wear for the nightclub. It's perfect. Excuse me, sir. We're police officers. Could we speak to you outside for a moment? Me? But why? It's just a moment, sir. Listen, what's the problem here? Sir, I'm sorry, but your wife has had an accident this morning. Apparently testing a baby bottle heater, there was an electrical short and, she died, sir. I'm sorry. What? Listen, I hate to break it to you like this. It was a 1,000,001 accident. They have full details waiting for you at the hospital. There's no hurry. Yeah, if I was you, I'd have another drink. Real sympathetic fellow right there. My wife, she's dead, my wife. Hey, man, that's terrible. We're really sorry. Yeah, hey, listen, man, you probably want to be left alone, right? We'll be seeing you tonight, okay? Tonight? But I can't do anything tonight. There's no reason anymore. Jeannie's dead. You don't understand. No. I'm sorry about your wife, but it's you that doesn't understand. What's happening tonight, it's no little thing. Nobody's backing out now. Nobody backing out now remains healthy. No exceptions. But no buts, man. Tomorrow, you bury your old lady in luxury. Tonight, you're with us. You get the picture? Yes, I get the picture. And look, everyone's just laughing at him. They're laughing at the situation that he's in. Heads up, Commissioner. No fair hiding your eyes on the ghost train, you old fraidy cat. Oh, I know you're confused, you're frightened, you wouldn't. Who wouldn't be? You're in a hell of a situation. But you know, their life's a bowl of cherries, and this is the pits. Always remember this. Music, Sam. When the world is full of care and every headline screams despair, when all is rape, starvation, war, and life is vile, then there's a certain thing I do, which I shall pass along to you. That's always guaranteed to make me smile. I go loony as a light bulb battered bug, simply loony, sometimes foamy and chew the rug. Mr. Life is swell in a padded cell, it'll chase those blues away. You can trade your gloom for a rubber room and injections twice a day. Just go loony like an acid casualty or a moony or a preacher on TV. When the human race wears an anxious face, when the bomb hangs overhead, when your kid turns blue, it won't worry you. You can smile and nod instead. So the Joker here is really doing some sort of song and dance routine for Commissioner Gordon, like some carnival barker, or like the guy who sold the monorail to the Simpsons. When you're loony, you just don't give a fig. Hey, wait a minute. That's man so puny and the universe so big. Barbara? If you hurt inside, get certified. And if life should treat you so bad, don't get even get mad. So now he sees all the pictures of Barbara nude that the Joker took. Meanwhile, the Batman's breaking thumbs, shaking folks down, trying to get clues of where the Joker is. And we just see Gordon going through different room on the roller coaster. Batman he shows up. They've got the bat signal. Two tickets to the circus where the Joker bought earlier show up for Batman. Or here they are now. My goodness, that's some short train. When they went in, the chap in the middle didn't look a day over 17, and his three pals were professional basketball stars. Look at him now, poor fellow. That's what a dose of reality does for you. Never touched the stuff myself, you understand? Find it gets in the way of the hallucinations. Why, hello, Commissioner. How's things? Commissioner? Hello? Is there anyone home? God, how boring. The man's a complete turnip. Take him away and put him in his cage. Perhaps he'll get a little livelier once he's had a chance to think his situation over, to reflect upon life in all its random injustice. So, we see the Joker, he stares into this rain puddle. He sees a reflection of himself, and that cues right into the flashback. Nice little storytelling technique. Like I said, Brian Boland, his artwork, the Alan Moore story is really good, you know, but the Boland artwork just fits it so perfectly. Hey, come on, quit daydreaming. Are we doing this thing or ain't we? Yes, of course. I was just remembering. I used to walk along here on the way to work each morning. Yeah. Now put this sucker on and shut up. What right now? I mean, are you sure it's okay? Will I be able to breathe? Hey man, everything's cool. You know, you got a funny shaped head. You still see okay, man? Yeah, well, yeah. I guess, except everything's red. It's kind of stuffy too, and it smells funny. Does my voice sound echoey to you? You sound great. Now, how about guiding us through the stinking factory to the joint next door? Sure. You know, this kind of feels weird, like a dream. I keep remembering Genie. He dreams of Genie. Watch out, man. Steps. Okay, here we go. Here, past the filter tanks, and then Monarch playing cards is just beyond a partition. You know, this place, it looks even worse in red. It looks like, hey, you freeze. Come on, get him up. You asshole. You said there was no security. They must have altered things since I left. Altered things. I'm going to alter your stupid horse face, man. Ah, that noise is so loud in here. For God's sakes, run. It's all screwed up. Barf, get some men over here to the rear. We got the Red Hood mob in here. Oh, Jesus, which way is it? How do we get out? I don't know. This mask, I can't see where I'm going. I'm going to kill you, you useless son of a bitch. When we get out of here, I'm going to... Oh, hell. Oh, you guys, you don't want me. You want him. He's the ringleader. He's the Red Hood. What? What is this? It's all over me. Watch out, he's pulling a gun. No, 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 no. The ringleader's taking off across the catwalk. He's still in range. No more shootings. I'm here now. I'll take care of it my way. Oh, look, it's him. It's that human bat guy in all the papers lately. So, Red Hood, we meet again. No, no, no. This isn't happening. Oh, dear God. What have you sent? What have you sent to punish me? Don't come closer. Don't come any closer, or I'll jump. It's stinging. Oh, my face, my hands, something in the water. Oh, Jesus, it burns. Get this stupid hood off. Get it off so I can see. And then we have this shot right here, which is just absolutely iconic. That's so funny. It's so funny. Ladies and gentlemen, you've read about it in the newspaper. Now shudder as you observe before your very eyes that most rare and tragic of nature's mistakes. I give you the average man. Physically unremarkable, it has instead a deformed set of values. Notice the hideously bloated sense of humanity's importance, the club-footed social consciousness, and the withered optimism. It's clearly not for the squeamish, is it? Most repulsive of all are its frail and useless notions of order and sanity. If too much weight is placed upon them, they snap. How does it live, I hear you ask? How does this poor, pathetic specimen survive in today's harsh and irrational world? The sad answer is, well, not very. Faced with the inescapable fact that human existence is mad, random, and pointless, 1 in 8 of them crack up and go stark slavering buggo. Who can blame them? In a world as psychotic as this, any other response would be crazy. Then you see the approaching Batmobile lights right here, getting closer and closer. Hello, I came to talk. And so now we flashback, not really flashback, but it's more of the conversation they had initially between Batman and Joker when Batman thought he was talking to the real Joker, but it was just someone in makeup about what their ultimate fate is going to lie with each other. And they battle. Batman rescues Jim. Jim, are you okay? Oh God, it's okay. Let it come. He shot Barbara, showed me photographs. He tried to drive me mad. Listen, the police are following right behind me. I'll stay here with you until they arrive. No, I'm okay. You have to go after him. I want him brought in, and I want him brought in by the book. I'll do my best. By the book, you hear. We have to show him. We have to show him that our way works. So I see you received the free ticket I sent you. I'm glad I did so. Want you to be here. You see, it doesn't matter if you catch me and send me back to the asylum. Gordon's been driven mad. I've proved my point. I've demonstrated there's no difference between me and everyone else. All it takes is one bad day to reduce the sanest man alive to lunacy. That's how far the world is from where I am. Just one bad day. You had a bad day once, am I right? I know. I know. I can tell. You had a bad day and everything changed. Why else would you dress up like a flying rat? You had a bad day and it drove you as crazy as everyone else, only you won't admit it. You have to keep pretending that life makes sense, that there's some point to all this struggling. God, you make me want to puke. I mean, what is it with you? What made you what you are? Girlfriend killed by the mob? Maybe brother carved up by some mugger? Something like that, I bet. Something like that. Something like that happened to me, you know. I'm not sure exactly what it was. Sometimes I remember it one way, sometimes another. If I'm going to have a past, I prefer it to be multiple choice. Oh, but my point is, I went crazy. When I saw what a black, awful joke the world was, I went crazy as a coot. I admitted it. Why can't you? I mean, you're not unintelligent. You must see the reality of this situation. Do you know how many times we've come close to World War III over a flock of geese on a computer screen? Do you know what triggered the last World War? An argument over how many telegraph poles Germany owed its war debt creditors. Telegraph poles. It's all a joke. Everything anyone ever valued or struggled for, it's all a monstrous, demented gag. So why can't you see the funny side? Why aren't you laughing? Because I've heard it before and it wasn't funny the first time. Incidentally, I spoke to Commissioner Gordon before I came in here. He's fine. Despite all your sick, vicious little games, he's as sane as he ever was. So maybe ordinary people don't always crack. Maybe there isn't any need to crawl under a rock with all the other slimy things when trouble hits. Maybe it was just you all the time. Don't. So now they're fighting for. Joker pulled a knife on him. Just kind of battling right here. And then when it comes to Batman versus Joker and hand to hand, that's incredibly one-sided. God damn it, it's empty. Well, what are you waiting for? I shot a defenseless girl, I terrorized an old man. Why don't you kick the hell out of me and get a standing ovation from the public gallery? Because I'm doing this one by the book, and because I don't want to. You understand? I don't want to hurt you. I don't want either of us to end up killing the other. But we're both running out of alternatives, and we both know it. Maybe it all hinges on tonight. Maybe this is our last chance to sort this bloody mess out. If you don't take it, then we're locked onto a suicide course. Both of us to the death. Doesn't have to end like that. I don't know what it was that bent your life out of shape, but who knows? Maybe I've been there too. Maybe I can help. We could work together. I could rehabilitate you. You don't need to be out there on the edge anymore. You needn't be alone. We don't have to kill each other. What do you say? No, I'm sorry, but it's too late for that. Far too late. You know, it's funny. This situation, it reminds me of a joke. See, there were these two guys in a lunatic asylum. And that's where we started the book at. Put that quote right there. And one night they decide they don't like living in an asylum anymore. They decide they're going to escape. So like they get up on the roof and they're just across the narrow gap. They see the rooftops of the town stretching away in moonlight, stretching away to freedom. Now the first guy, he jumps right across with no problem. But his friend dared make the leap, you see, because he's afraid of falling. So then the first guy has an idea. He says, "Hey, I got my flashlight with me. I'll shine it across the gap between the buildings. You can walk along the beam and join me." But the second guy just shakes his head. He says, "What do you think I am, crazy? You turned it off when I was halfway across." And so that cracks up the Joker. And then we see Batman starting to laugh. And his laughs increase and increase. And now they're both doubled over in laughter as we see the police and the ambulance showing up right here in the background. And then the rain falls. And then the very last panel we have here is the same as the very first panel we had here. So it's little touches like this that make this just a incredibly influential and powerful story, and definitely one of the most highly recommended Batman stories ever. Now, there is a lot of scuttlebutt out there that this scene right here ends with Batman killing the Joker. We see Batman and Joker laughing, and we see Batman leaning in, grabbing the Joker. And we see the cape of Batman close to the Joker. The ha 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 ha's are the Joker laughing. And we see this E right here, like this is supposed to be the sirens, but it also can be interpreted that this is Joker screaming at Batman is grabbing him and killing him. And then we see E, and then it just stops. You know. Now you can read into that what you want. Obviously, that is not the case because Joker is still around and kicking. But this book here was originally going to be a out of continuity storyline, but it was so well received that they inserted it into main continuity. So that kind of takes away the idea that Batman kills Joker at the end of this book. So that is Batman the Killing Joke, one of the most recommended Batman stories ever by the powerhouse team of Alan Moore and Brian Boland. Like I said, Alan Moore's script, really good, really great, strong story. But the Brian Boland artwork is what really does it for me in this book right here. So if you are one of the few people out there who have not read The Killing Joke, highly, highly, highly recommend it. Like I said, they've made at least 10 versions of this. This is a 10th print, and it was $5. So that's it was $4.95. So that's actually cheaper than a $4.99 comic book on the shelf. And look, it even says right here, suggested for mature readers. But Batman Killing Joke, do yourself a favor if you haven't. Check this book out. And don't watch the animated movie. I heard it's trash, so don't even bother with that. Go straight to the source material. So until next time, you guys take care of yourself. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.